What is up with the traffic lights this morning? Driving through downtown Salt Lake City, it's like, you know the spy movies? Spy movies, it was just like that. Mm-hmm. Spy movies, and they're watching a screen like this, and they've tapped into the different lights, signal lights and stuff, and it's like, I'm coming down like 5th South, and they're like, stop him. Oh, stop him again. Show him a green, give him a yellow, stop him.
You don't think that's a little paranoid?
I didn't make it. I didn't make one light this morning. And here's the problem. There's no other cars on the road. It's just moi. Well, she was with me.
What? I just can't help but feel that that's perhaps a little paranoid. Over the weekend, I dragged Zoe to Boss Baby because I'm a good mother and I don't really apparently care if I live or die. It really was not bad as an adult, because that's always the acid test for us, is like, can you go to your child's movie with them and not want to kill yourself? And it was only like a medium desire for self-mutilation.
But for kids?
It was very cute. Alec Baldwin plays Boss Baby. It was actually very funny. It was #1 at the box office over the weekend. It's already up to $90 million in 10 days, which is impressive. Beauty and the Beast was #2. It has now reached $1 billion worldwide. $1 billion worldwide. I'm sorry about your girlfriend Scarlett Johansson. Looks like Ghost in the Shell has not done very well. I don't think it's gonna. It's like 25 million, kind of like.
Oh, geez, only 25.
You know the one that they're trying to come up with now, The Fate of the Furious.
Which is what? That's
the 8 Fast and the Furious, the 8th one, and with Paul Walker gone, the last year's was pretty intense because he was gone, and so it was kind of riding on that. But this year we're trying to figure out what else they can possibly use fast cars for.
I don't care.
Okay.
The reason I don't care, I'm not smoking still.
I'm so proud of you.
Me too.
No, what is a wonderful thing. Thank you for wanting to live. We appreciate it.
Okay. You know what time it is?
Oh, no.
It's time to check out the Todd and Erin Morning Morning Mountain Live Cam.
That's not the longest one.
Look, there it is.
It's brought to you by Robert J. DeBry. Look, there's our mountain cam. Isn't it pretty?
So what you're looking at is a willow tree in the foreground before the water, then the golf course. That's actually the driving range, followed by a big brown building, and then the, something on Facebook. Look at this. Oh, he thinks it's fake. He thinks it's pre-recorded.
It's not fake.
I'm leaving the studio.
What are you doing?
Here.
Wait, where? Okay.
I'm going to the camp.
Oh, look, there were swooping birds. How could you fake swooping birds, people? Come on. Really? Now what is he doing? What are you doing? There you are, baby. You're at the cam. That was super professional. You can stop now anytime. Seriously, that was don't do anymore. Please don't. That was That was super professional,
good,
baby.
Mountain cam.
No, that was a good one.
Okay.
Look good.
Back to us. All right.
Look good. That was very impressive. I'm proud
Morning
of you.
Mountain Cam. I like that a lot.
Okay.
Probably too much.
I'm guessing the snow this weekend. I felt so sorry for our neighbors.
Our neighbors?
We had this one guy who had just barely moved in, and he has all these really pretty ornamental fruit trees. And you know how they bud out first?
The word is had.
Had. One ripped.
Here, look at
literally,
this. Look at
it ripped it right out of.
Oh.
Yeah, it ripped it right out of the roots, and I think everything else just snapped off.
Richard
like
was
crazy.
out this weekend showing the carnage.
Was that part of his community
Look
service?
at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh.
It's so sad.
No, we got, I think we got, what, about a good foot?
No.
No, we got, don't fool yourself, we got a ton.
Oh boy, I wish I...
But it was all the sad little trees. They're like, it's spring. No, it's not, I'm screwed.
It's all white.
No, that was really, really, really
I was
intense.
really unhappy with that.
Well, no, it's just that I was going to mow Mom's lawn, and then all of a sudden,
yeah,
Eric, we're covered.
So Erin did, not the feet through the snow.
Oh, the drama.
Oh, the drama.
Oh, the suffering, yeah.
All right, speaking of...
Hey, Richard, there is a clear sidewalk right there.
Speaking
that he walked through.
Of torture and misery, show him the stick.
My daughter's trying to kill me. This is a lacrosse stick. I'd like to thank my neighbor, Charlie. Now, Charlie is an angel.
Okay, stop swinging it around.
Oh, why not? She was doing it for me. Charlie, who's our neighbor, is an angel, started lacrosse because it was a big passion of his back east. And so he saw Zoe. He goes, how old is she? I said 6. He goes, she's playing lacrosse. No, that's not how Zoe did it. So he gave us the stick.
So let me explain something. Back east, this is mean. This is a mean sport. This is like Red Rover.
Yeah.
Except with a stick.
And the sad part is, Zoe is totally up for this. So my 6-year-old's like, you have to help me practice, Mom. I took 3 cracks across the forehead till I went, I'm going to let Mr. Charlie help you out with that next Wednesday.
They always pick a mom to play goalie. Nothing like a 4-pound ball being thrown at you with a stick.
Yeah, the balls are like super hard. They're made of like lead and like children's tears or something, but it was horribly painful. So basically, if I'm suffering any short-term memory loss, that would be because I got whacked across the forehead 6 times.
You know who did well in the snow? Real Salt Lake.
That was an amazing game. Those poor guys.
Look at this. They're
Seriously.
playing through the snow.
I mean, Real Salt Lake. No, literally, I mean, you would think they would have called off the game, and they said, no, man. They said all the fans showed up. Everybody, if you take a look at
No, they actually left.
No, take a look at the stands. They said they showed up, so we went ahead. So they played the Vancouver Whitecaps' first game of the season.
May I point out Vancouver doesn't have a lot of snow because it's near the ocean?
Might have been a surprise for them, too. So, yeah, as a matter of fact, our guys won 3-0 first game of the season, also with our new coach.
It's hilarious.
Congratulations, guys. That seems very...
Isn't that horrible?
Highly invested in their suffering. So we really admire you for that. Now, this is kind of interesting. You were playing on the Great Salt Lake with large moving equipment, which to me seemed like a really bad combination.
I want you to close your eyes unless you're driving a UTA bus. Close your eyes. Take all that snow we just had, and I want you to push it aside. I want you to push it aside. Are your eyes closed?
You told me to close them.
Keep them closed.
Okay.
And I want you to think of nothing but spring and water and the Great Salt Lake and the sailboats, and they're flying. Watch. This is incredible. I don't think I've been out here where the sailboats are. I mean, this is really what? Mr. Bill Gephardt.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Your name is on my microphone.
Oh, yes, it is.
It is. What is going on out here?
We're putting all the boats back in. You know, when they took them out a couple, 3 years ago, everybody was brokenhearted. Some of these boats have never been out of the water because the Salt Lake never freezes.
Right.
And so now they're putting them all back in, and we're thrilled because the drought's over.
You're in for a boat, too. You have one out here.
I do. They've already put it in down there. We'll go take a look at it in a little while.
So we're going to talk about dredging and stuff, and the lake's coming up, and who do we talk to about all that?
Let's go talk to the main man, Dave Shearer. He's the marina master, and he's right over there.
Let's go get him.
All right.
All right, clear. Okay, hang on. We got to get a guy off.
This is a big job.
It's a big job, yeah. We're doing about 50 boats today.
And how many boats are there?
There's about 150 in the parking lot, so we're doing about almost a third.
So the green light on this was the water?
Mainly the water level, yeah. The water level came up enough that we would safely could get all the boats back in and keep them in year-round.
And so you wrote to us it's a foot higher than it was a year ago.
Yes, at the same time.
And it's still coming in.
And it's still coming. We probably have close to another 2 feet coming.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're dredging.
And we're dredging.
Which is a heck of a project.
That's a heck of a project, too. In fact, while we're lifting boats in, they're actually dredging right now.
We should go take a look.
We should go get a submarine. That'd be great. What's your fantasy?
About 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right.
Take 4 or 5 people out of the office. It'll make the news director angry, but we'll take 2 and just come down and sail for an hour. Some of these people never been sailing, ever.
Your fantasy lasts an hour?
No. Yeah, well, there's that.
Okay,
I'm a little older.
Oh, this is it. This is where you dump your money into.
Yes.
So how long does it take you to get your mast back up? That sounded personal.
Yeah, no, I got it. But again, I'm older, so it takes longer.
Right.
So it's about an hour to get the mast up.
It's all style.
Yes.
It really is.
Yes, it is.
So you haven't been in your boat for how long?
I don't know, a year, I guess.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And so it's a little messy down there.
What's the biggest boat down here?
Oh, I don't know, maybe 40 feet, I suppose.
Really?
42, I suppose.
And how many people do you usually put on your boat?
Well, just for a quick sail, 4.
Okay.
We can put 10 on.
Okay.
That's a little less comfortable. We can sleep 4 below easily, and whoever wants to sleep up here, have a ball.
Going down below. I'm leaning to the port side, and I'm going aft.
Here is the pride and joy of this
This is
boat.
a great boat.
Look at this.
What's that?
This is the pride and joy.
Oh.
Look, a porcelain head.
It is. And not even clean from last year.
Who has been on this boat?
Who's
run? You know, I think that's brine flies. I don't think that's what you think it is.
Yeah, whatever. I think I know what it is. This is really incredible. I've never been here. I've never been to the marina. I mean, look at all the boats. Look at the mountains with the snow on them. You've got a community down here that I guess is like incredibly close, and it makes me want to go sailing. So you know what you need to do? You need to find someone with a boat, and then you need to ask Bill. Ask Bill if he'll take you out on his boat. I'm sure he'll say yes. Hang on a second. Is he gone? Oh, he left? Like in his car left, right? Let's take his boat. Come on.
It's adorable.
That's so funny. It was like spring. Everyone was on the docks, all the people who own boats, and they're all drinking beer. And they were like, and they are kind of a community. They are a community.
Yeah, are there liveaboards down there at the Great Salt Lake?
You're not supposed to, but some do.
If I had a sailboat and I was out, I'm sorry, I would be a liveaboard. I would totally be living there.
I don't think I would. I'm too tall and to do that.
Well, I didn't say you would be living there. I said I would be living there.
So I get a vacation.
Oh, one thing, are the big horrible spiders out yet?
No.
If you've ever been to the Great Salt Lake, they have spiders the size of dinner plates. So I guess they're not venomous, but it's like...
But I
don't draw the line.
I'm not sure if it was really clear to you, but one crane would pick up a boat from a trailer and it would crane over and set it down. This crane came over and would pick it up and then take it over to the water and then drop it in the water.
That was really cool to watch.
It was like
that
a handoff.
Was amazing.
It was like a track and field where they hand off the baton, except it's a boat.
I'm very sad though you didn't get a chance to crane Bill's boat.
They had an issue.
That would have been epic.
They had an issue about safety. And they weren't wearing helmets, but they were standing underneath boats. And the guy said, if there's a shadow on you, it's not good.
That seems troubling.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I even want to do this right here.
You know, you keep going back to the well, and then you're mad at me because it's empty.
Don't ruin
you
this.
whine that the well is dry when you do this every time.
And no one tells me. I tell them not to tell me before the show because hope springs eternal from the human breast. Is that what it is?
Would you like to go to April and see what's going on?
Giraffe type.
Let's go to the live cam. How is our
Oh, what's that on the What's that? What's that on the ground?
Open.
On the left.
Hay
Wait, what is that?
Or grass or something.
Bag? Oh, it's hay.
Alfalfa.
Well, I don't see it.
Well, wait, she looks like she's leaving her enclosure though. Is she leaving her pen?
Looks like she's mooning us. Evidently, she's getting some fresh air or something.
Oh, that poor little thing. Look at her little knobby knees. They're knocking together. She must be exhausted.
Look at the tail moving.
Oh, look, she's leaning against. Maybe she is in labor.
Oh, maybe.
No, she looks like she's leaning against the door. That poor thing.
No, it's a whole weekend. All right, that's enough. She's irritating me. It's enough. It's just. You know who's got a better cam? We do. It's time for the Todd and Erin. I'm going to do this all show long. The Todd and Erin Morning Mountain Cam, brought to you by Robert J. DeBry. Okay, look it.
Really?
It's a little offset. Hang on a second.
Oh, no, not again, please. You're going to do this again, really? This is awesome. I'd rather go back to April the giraffe. It's super, honey. You know, April, I'm worried about her. It looks like she was kind of leaning. Yes, baby, that was great. It looks like April was kind of leaning on the wall of her enclosure, like maybe she was in the middle of a contraction or something. So, but your mountain cam is super.
If you're going to have mountain cam, you have to have it exactly right.
All right.
Giraffe. I'm not even going to check on her ever again.
All right, we're going to go to Daisy in the Gephardt Daily newsroom. It's brought to you by Columbus Travel. Columbus Travel having their April sale right now. You can save hundreds off your vacations. Just go to columbusvacations.com for more information. Also by Executive Transportation. If you go to executiveutah.com, you can book your transportation anywhere, not only along the Wasatch Front, but across the country. Trust me, March has told us stories. It's discreet, it's elegant, it's affordable. Executive Transportation. And All Utah Plumbing. All Utah Plumbing basically fixes everything Todd breaks, so he probably can just do it for you as well. Whatever you need, including right now is perfect for sprinklers and air conditioners. Go to allutahplumbing.com to have them stop by and take a look. Daisy, what's going on today, my dear?
Hello everyone, here's what's making news Monday on GephartDaily.com. Martin McNeil, the Utah physician serving a life sentence for murdering his wife Michelle back in 2007, was found dead at the Utah State Prison Sunday. The Utah Department of Corrections says McNeil was found unresponsive in the outdoor yard of the Olympus facility Sunday morning. No word yet on a cause of death, but investigators say there were no obvious signs of foul play. A 48-year-old South Jordan man is dead after crashing his motorcycle on I-15 Sunday night. The UHP tells Gephardt Daily the man was headed northbound on I-15 around 9 p.m. when he lost control, turning onto SR 201 and struck a concrete barrier. The victim was pronounced dead at the scene. His name was being withheld pending notification of family members. And a Sandy man is lucky to be alive after being grazed by a bullet during a fight at 3765 South Shadow Glen Lane, 655 West, at about 9:30 p.m. Sunday. The man told police he was walking through the parking lot when he was attacked by several unknown assailants. Police say several cars sped off moments after the shooting. They say the case may be gang-related. And now a quick look at Monday's weather, where we'll see a bit of a warm-up after being bushwhacked by the evil tramp Mother Nature over the weekend. We'll see temperatures return to the 50s today and 70s by midweek under partly sunny skies. That's it for now. More headlines 24/7 on GephartDaily.com.
All right, I want you to think about something. I want to think about packing your bags, and I want to think about you going down, usually out of Florida, right?
Yeah.
Florida, and getting on a cruise ship, and it's all being taken care of by Columbus Travel.
You know, this is everything, so you don't have to worry about something getting dropped, or how are you going to get your transfers to the boat, or what else is going to happen here. Or maybe you're thinking about those shore excursions you wanted. And the coolest thing right now is if you book a cabin with like an ocean view, you get an extra little something. Maybe you want your kids to stay free with you. Maybe you want free internet. If you book a suite,
I want a mojito.
you get all the good stuff. Oh, you can do that. All free drinks included is one of your deals.
Hang out with him a little.
I know.
Not much.
He needs a shave, but
a little bit.
it's
Okay,
good.
so here's the deal. Why not do it on the internet? Because at Columbus Travel, they're going to give you all these free goodies that they know about, special airfare, all that stuff. Columbus Travel, you will love me for this. Absolutely love me for this. All right.
All right, just go to columbusvacations.com, and don't forget, try to do this in the month of April because you will save hundreds off your summer vacations.
I'm going to tell you a story now.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you a story about an entire culture that has no memory whatsoever. Because Japan has decided, we're exploring space, am I correct?
Sure.
We've explored a lot of the ocean, not enough of it, right? We've discovered a lot of the moon, the Arctic, the South Pole, North Pole. We've done all that, and Japan says, you know, there's one more place we should go. Remember, bad memory. Show them the photo of what they're going to do. They're going to drill to the mantle of the Earth.
Wow.
I want you to show you
They're
ocean.
kind of right through the Earth's crust there.
Right, and then they go another 6 kilometers. I have this, doesn't
Wow.
matter, it's just scary. And then into the mantle. The mantle is the molten part. The molten part.
The hot liquid.
Okay, get rid of that, because that's just too depressing. They are going to drill down miles and miles and miles and miles into the mantle as never been done before. Do they not remember?
What is the goal?
What happens? Oh, they say research and stuff.
Oh,
No,
that.
this is what's going to happen. How many movies do we have to watch? Seriously.
Now let's have it, Steve. What about this monster story of yours?
Well, it's big and terrible.
They're gonna find this underneath the mantle. Look at trains, UTA, tracks. Raymond
guy
Burr.
was real upset.
Raymond Burr's gonna make a comeback from Ironside, and then the army comes out. They flip switches, and this is all because the Japanese are gonna drill into the mantle. Why?
You think you might be overreacting a little bit?
You didn't see Mothra. Do you remember Mothra, the
Are you
turtle?
more upset by Godzilla or Raymond Burr? I'm not sure.
Mothra was the turtle with a rocket in his butt.
No, that wasn't
and he
Mothra.
flew. Yeah, it was Oh,
Mothra
wait.
was the one
no,
who
he's
flew.
the turtle.
He's the turtle that spun around and then he shot like electricity out of his butt.
Nothing worse than a moth gone wrong. Just
Well,
put
he
up a
looked very-
porch light and, you got him nailed.
He was a little fearsome.
Anyway,
you might have
Japan.
spent too much time on Saturday afternoons watching TV. That's all I can think.
I only had 3 channels.
Oh, that's good. Hey, coming up next, we're gonna go. We're gonna take you on a road trip. Stay with us
cool
right
one.
here,
Yeah.
please. We're brought to you this morning by Executive Transportation. Elegant service, professional style. Go to executiveutah.com. And All Utah Plumbing. Your home deserves the best. 24-hour emergency service at allutahplumbing.com. And by Columbus Travel, the best travel deals on the planet. Be sure to take advantage of our April sale. columbusvacations.com. Did you know you can catch the Todd and Erin Morning stream any time of the day or night on Facebook, YouTube, and SoundCloud, and GephardtDaily.com?
All right, so I have a story for you. It is spring. People are planning their trips, which is cool. And by the way, there's a lot of commercials that are shaming you because they say, "What are family vacations all about, Erin?"
Oh, and then you have the children going, well, that's the only reason I'm still with my parents, because they take me on memories that last a lifetime. That's how I know they really love me.
We're trying to just get to the car wash, and that's not working. So family vacations are really important. I took.
But they are. I mean, that was like a defining moment for you in your childhood. You guys took those 2 big cross-country trips.
It changed my life. My dad was a teacher. During the summer, we saved up money, and we went in a non-air conditioned station wagon because I'm ancient, and we went across country. In the station wagon we had, the back seat, the very back seat.
Oh, is that the one where it faces backwards, and then of course you get all the carbon monoxide, so you're sleepy all the time?
There was so much vomit. I just want to say, all across this great nation of ours. But we had a great time. We stopped at a lot of national parks, which is and national and state parks, hundreds of them, not hundreds, but 8 weeks worth of, and camped every night. You, on the other hand, went in the brothel truck.
It's not a truck, it's a bus.
It was a bus?
It's a big, gigantic yellow school bus. My dad is a hoarder. I mean, like class 5, the guys. I mean, the rest of you were amateurs. And so he found this gigantic bus. It had this red velvet luxe interior. And then for some reason, mind you, this was when I was a child, someone had managed to put wallpaper up that was basically Victorian topless women. So my mother walks into this the first time and goes, Alan, you're going to have to do something about this wallpaper. Daddy didn't do anything about the wallpaper, and we traveled all the way through California and all the way back with the Victorian topless ladies. It was quite an education for my brothers.
Nice road trip.
Yeah. But it was the luxe red velvet interior.
So the point being is, what did you do when you traveled?
Fought a lot with my sisters.
No, as far as where did you go?
Oh, usually we'd hit California. We'd go through a lot of different things. We only got to go to Disneyland once. I think they thought we believed the Disneyland burned down line for
Because your dad told
years.
you that?
Yeah, for years. Yeah. That really went on for a while. So
but you went,
it was like you. It was state parks. It was lakes. We would do a lot of boating, a lot of water skiing.
But you had a purpose. You went from here to here and had fun there, and then you came back. Well, these guys decided they wanted to do a road trip, and so they came out mathematically. If you wanted to go through the lower 48 states, and visit every capital of that state, this is what the trip would look like.
That's kind of ambitious. I'm impressed. Wow. That's
right?
So funny. I wonder how they made the decision to do that one wild lurch right through the Midwest.
Because they probably did some math on it. And
figured out was logical
and they figured it out.
Yeah.
I hate these trips.
Why do you hate them?
Because this is like, you're driving through Salt Lake City. Okay, let's picture it. You come, you come from the east, so you're coming through Colorado. You come here. You come down Parley's. Okay, you pass through on 80, and then you stay on 80 and you drive to Wendover. So you just went through Salt Lake City.
Well, yeah.
Don't
they stop and go, look, it's the state capital?
They don't experience.
Was that the point?
No.
Oh, I thought they had to stop and actually.
They can't. They're on a trip. They're on the trip. They have to rush, and it's like a drive-by viewing.
There's the capital.
Gotta go.
Like
See ya.
Okay.
It's horrific.
I don't know. The challenge is managing to get in there. I think that's kind of cool.
Where would I stop for the entire trip? Can we see the map again? Because I want to see if there is actually a place that I would stop first. Now, they're leaving from Boston or New York, I think. I would stop in Maine.
Yeah, and you just would stay there. I know you.
Can't remember if it's Augusta, Bangor, or Waterville.
I think it's Bangor, isn't it?
No, Bangor's like way up there. You're almost Canadian.
So they usually have them in out-of-way places, except for here in Salt Lake City, where we're nice
I don't.
centrally.
That holds nothing for me.
Why? Think of all the things you'd see along the way. That's the whole point. It's not necessarily even the state capitol. It's all the incredible things that you would see on the way, on your journey.
If I was going to take a journey, I'd much rather go on a ship.
It's not often that we get Larry Gelwicks, the getaway guru from Columbus Travel, in studio, so we have to kind of squish together as much information as we can. Now, Norwegian Cruise Lines, for some reason, Columbus has a really tight relationship with them, and you guys tend to get better deals than most agencies.
Well, Columbus Travel in Bountiful is one of the largest cruise agencies in the nation. We have some special offers, amenities, and deals that are not always available. Well, let's talk about a special offer from Norwegian Cruise Lines and Columbus Travel.
Okay.
It would be what we call free at sea. Now, what's better than cheap?
Right?
Free.
Always.
But is it good?
It is fantastic. I think NCL has some of the best dining on the 7 Seas. The free at sea means that if you book your qualifying cruise at Columbus Travel in the month of April, you don't have to cruise in April, but during the qualifying period in April, you're going to get a choice of 1 to 5. Now, if you book an inside or ocean view or outside cabin, you pick one of the following. Specialty dining. Now,
explain that.
Wait a
there's
minute.
Always
I
dining,
thought
right?
all my dining was included on a cruise. It is. There's a plethora of restaurants, no shortage of restaurants, Todd, that are included. But they have some fine dining. For example, on NCL, there's a Cagney Steakhouse, which is a Ruth Chris experience.
That level.
So there is fine dining options, which generally cost $20 to $35 per person.
Yeah.
For a meal. And of course, you have all your included dining.
Right.
Well, at Columbus Travel, you can get 3 or 4 or 5 fine dining experiences depending on the length of the cruise.
Right.
That's one of the choices. How about unlimited open bar, both
That would be us.
alcohol
Thank you.
and non-alcoholic? What I
Thank
call,
We're not saying it's got alcohol in it.
as you know, if you're going to enjoy an adult beverage,
Right.
that's going to run you $6 to $10 to $12 a drink, isn't it?
Right.
And if you
So I've heard.
So you've heard. Well, one of the options is unlimited beverages for the duration of your cruise.
That could be hundreds of dollars. by the end of
Hundreds
the
of
cruise.
dollars.
Really?
And that's a really good deal, again, if you enjoy an adult beverage. How about free shore excursion credits?
Now
As
that's
you
cool.
move, it's up to 4
Right.
ports on a cruise, you get free shore excursion credits, which of course discounted, or Wi-Fi. Now, Wi-Fi is a concern on cruises because it's not the high-speed internet that you have here at the studio
Right.
or at your home. Well, it usually is about 75 cents per minute. How about 250 free minutes of internet on board? And the one I like on select cruises is friends and family sail free.
Explain that.
The third and fourth guest sharing the same room. Sails absolutely free. You just pay the tax. So let's review that. Free specialty dining, unlimited open bar, free shore excursion credits, free Wi-Fi, and third and fourth guest sails absolutely free.
All right,
That's
where do they get more information on this?
ColumbusVacations.com, ColumbusVacations.com.
All right. Coming up, right after this, okay, we're going to talk about cheese and chocolate.
My 2 favorite things in the world.
And that's coming up next.
Merit Medical. Why work for fast food wages when you can start at Merit for a whole lot more? Merit Medical. Great products, great people, a great company. Learn more at merit.com/careers. The law offices of Robert J. DeBry and Associates, with offices in Salt Lake City, Sandy City, and St. George. Check them out at robertdebry.com. The Todd and Erin Morning stream is actually available anytime at GephardtDaily.com. Just click on the Todd and Erin page.
All right, so anyway, I got to tell you about this.
Why were you playing around on the front lawn with John from All Utah Plumbing?
All right, I have a car repair guy. That's what I call him, car repair guy.
I got a guy.
I got an electrician guy. I've got a doctor guy. I got a dentist guy. You need a plumbing guy. That's the whole point, All Utah Plumbing. It's really important to have their name because on Facebook someone said, emergency, my basement is filling with water. Does anybody know a good emergency plumber? And I said, yeah, All Utah Plumbing. I gave them the phone number for John, and they took care of it. If you want to get more information for this, you have to have the information before the bad things happen.
That's always helpful, yeah.
801-652-4755. It's really easy. Just go to allutahplumbing.com.
All right, Cheese and Chocolate Festival. It was up at the. Well, Daisy told us about it on the weekend thing that we do. We haven't come up with a real catchy name yet, but it was the Cheese and Chocolate Festival up at the Utah Museum of Natural History. They do really exquisite stuff up there because they had a bazillion and 9 vendors, and basically you could go around and you could try out all the different cheeses and all the different chocolates, and it was just horrible.
Chocolate.
It was like, no, don't give me any more of that artisan chocolate and gourmet cheeses. That'd be horrible.
And here we go, cutting the cheese.
Oh, don't. Really?
Richard made me say that. He's in the back.
Beehive cheese especially. I love that. But it's really fun because it's one of those things that's just kind of...
It's cheese and chocolate.
And besides that, if you think about it, it's like a palate cleanser. You have cheese to cleanse your palate from the chocolate, and then chocolate to cleanse your palate from the cheese. Or I don't care. The important thing is you get cheese and chocolate. It was amazing, though. I guess they had like 6,000 people go through,
right?
Which is always really fun. But there's actually something that I don't think we know here in Utah that makes me kind of proud, and they were telling us about it.
Utah has an amazing chocolate and cheese scene. We have 8 bean-to-bar chocolate makers here in Utah, which is more per capita than anywhere else in the world. It's incredible. And they're artisan chocolate makers, which means they concentrate very much on sourcing their beans, on green practices, and fair trade. The same goes for the cheese vendors. They're very interested in farm to table. So they're looking after the cows, looking at the food that they feed, looking at the processes that go into making the cheese. It's really inspiring.
I'd like to reenact those two girls. They were adorable.
Here we go. Here we go. Go like this and go.
They were so cute, though. They should be spokesmodels because they're perfect. They've got that face like everything is perfect.
They were drunk on chocolate.
All right,
Erin and I have had events where we've had a chocolate fountain. And at first it starts off with, a strawberry. And then it turns into...
There's the marshmallows. Got a graham cracker.
Dipping their elbows in the fountain.
I'm going to put a boot in the white one and see what the white chocolate's like.
Oh,
I mean, seriously, after a while, you just can't stop them.
Horrific.
No, it wasn't. It was awesome.
They look like they're having fun.
I know. That was nice.
Time for a teaching moment.
Okay.
Uncle Todd here. Easter, known for a lot of different things and fun things, but sometimes it goes awry, and people have the best intentions, but they're idiots. Unless you're a farmer, buying chicks and ducklings, little ones, a couple days old, is not a good thing.
Do people really do that where you stick like a live chicken in someone's Easter basket and go, Happy Easter?
Not a live chicken. One of these.
Oh, look how sweet
little
they
fuzzy,
are.
2 days old.
They're so tiny.
2 days old.
Oh, they're so precious.
Okay, so anyway, there's a story.
Okay.
There's a story behind this because a couple has actually started a new service called Rent a Chicken. And
are you kidding?
No, it's perfect. It's in Omaha.
You're lying.
No, there she is. They put 2 chicks in a box. They charge you like $20 to $35.
Okay.
And then once you take it there, then you bring it back to them after the kids have fun. I mean, chicks are so cute. It's just like,
so
hey.
You're presenting a visual aid. Here's a chicken.
Yeah, he pooped on me. Isn't that sweet?
And then the chicken goes back to mama.
You know why?
Why?
Because little tiny chicks end up looking just like this, which aren't as cuddly.
Yeah. I'm the awkward teenage chicken. Awkward teenage chicken. Oh, good Lord, that's funny. Oh, poor little things.
Oh.
Let's talk about low self-esteem.
And so at that point, you take them back.
Yeah, where the kids are like, they're not that attractive anymore.
If they're teenage, if they could, they'd have acne.
Isn't that awful?
Maybe they do.
Big, thick corrective glasses and those shoes that make your feet go right. It's funny, though. We were talking about urban chickens the other day because my sister Julie is now raising chickens. And she gave me this bowl of all these beautiful eggs. And she was telling about them. And then my brother-in-law, Don, came and says, Julie, we got to put the chickens to bed. And I went, so you're going to be doing a story about
Yeah. It's a whole new thing. There's urban gardening, you probably heard of. And then there's urban chickens. You can have chickens in certain incorporated unincorporated anyway. And then no roosters. And then honeybees. We're going to talk about that.
Urban beekeeping, that's what I want to do. So we'll be talking about that later on this week, but it's pretty cool.
I'm going to tell you the shortest story in the history of man. Are you ready?
All right.
All right. NRA safety program at the National NRA building. Man shoots himself. Let's move on.
Okay, that's probably for the best.
All right, tell me something good.
Okay, now remember always that tell me something good is a wonderful story that's going to make you feel 1,000 times better. But initially,
it starts off horrifically.
It seems to be a really hard thing.
So you have to stick around for this.
Yeah. Okay.
Here we go.
Kevin Berthia was 22 years old, and he lived in San Francisco. In March of 2005, he didn't feel like he could do it anymore. He didn't feel like he could take life. He didn't feel like it could go on. So he went to the Golden Gate Bridge.
Oh, no.
And he climbed over all the safety fences, and he was standing there ready to jump. Now, this is the part that becomes legend here, because for over an hour he was kind of wavering. He was about to go when Highway Patrol Officer Kevin Briggs got out of it, squealed out of his car, went over there, and was like, hey, let's talk. Let's talk, Kevin. Oh, I'm a Kevin too. You're a Kevin. We're both Kevins. And so for about an hour, Kevin, our young man, was wavering, just thinking, I think I want to. I can't do this.
He had no hope.
But they held this incredibly intense conversation in the middle of rush hour traffic. And finally,
hanging off the side of a bridge.
And finally he got Kevin Berthia to climb back over the bridge. This is Officer Patrolman
back
Kevin.
over the road.
So, at this point, usually these suicide stories end. The guy is back over the safety fences. He's okay. He's going to get help.
Right.
The heroes applauded, and then everyone kind of tries to forget about how sad and how awful it was. But this is not an ordinary story. Berthia, who was the young man who was saved, never forgot how Officer Briggs helped him on that Friday morning. So in 2013, when the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention decided to honor Officer Briggs for his efforts, Berthia said, no random jerk is giving him this award. I've got to do this. So almost 8 years to the day after Briggs saved his life, Berthia not only got a chance to thank him in public, give him his award, but he also got to introduce him to his family, including his 2 babies that he never would have had if Officer Briggs hadn't been there that day.
If you're crying now, it's her fault. And most people would end the show there, but we're not going to.
Oh, good. That's
because
all right.
how do you top that? I was going to make fun of Easter. And the fact that Easter and all the commercials are telling us we need to buy toys for our kids. For Easter.
What happened to just the Peeps?
What did you get for Easter?
Peeps.
How many?
And hard-boiled eggs. Mom was big on that. Like some.
Right, hard-boiled eggs.
And eggs and
you
jelly beans.
You should date them, by the way, because the ones that you left and didn't find from last year don't taste the same.
Not at all. Sometimes if we were lucky, we'd get those chocolate marshmallow covered eggs. Those were delicious.
Right. Did you get a bicycle?
No.
Did you get a doll?
No. When did this come into being?
I have no idea, but it started...
Are we supposed to be doing toys now? No one told me about this.
Screw them. No.
Did I miss the memo for parenting?
You might have. I just think that it's stupid. And why do they do this and make the kids go, I need that bacon-served laboratory thing, Dad. It's Easter.
Well, what happened to the rent-a-chicken lady? Look, you're getting a live chicken. Happy Easter.
And then later you have lunch. All right.
Come in and sit next to me.
I want to talk about dedication in acting. And a lot of people have to play hard parts, difficult parts in character. And Christopher Walken is no different. And Christopher Walken...
He's so awesome. Anything he does is awesome.
Here he is with the 3 little pigs.
What?
Enjoy.
Hello, children. Are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs, and they each decided to build themselves a house. Now, the first little piggy was a very lazy little piggy, and he built his house from straw. The second little piggy was not too bright either, and he built his house from twigs. But the third little piggy was smart. He was no Dunsky. He built this house from bricks. Smart piggy. Oink, oink.
Oink, oink. All right, well, ladies and
That
gentlemen.
reminds me of the time he read Lady Gaga's Poker Face. That's right. That was epic.
We'll leave you with more of Christopher Walken, and we'd like to thank you for watching the Todd and Erin Morning stream right here on GephartDaily.com. Got a lot of comments on Facebook about the mountain cam. We'll have more of that tomorrow.
Big bad wolf. With the picture. Also, this wolf, he loved pork. Pork sandwiches, pork pies, pork scratchings, bacon buddies. With that pig in it, he loved it. Now, Wolfie sees the 3 little houses with the 3 little pigs in them, and he thinks to himself, Pork City. Wolfie goes to house number 1. Wolfie knocks on the door. But it's a straw door, so how he knocks on it, I don't know. Who wrote this? But hey, knock, knock anyway, right? Who wants to argue? In his most polite voice, Wolfie says, little piggy, little piggy, little piggy, little piggy, let me come in. No! There's a little pig who knows a wolf when he sees one. Not by the hair on my chinny chin chin.